All right, guys, welcome back to the stream. Well, it was supposed to be over for now, but since Hazza and edurdoscool said they could just play their series now, we are just gonna stream it now, so that there's gonna be no downtime today. I think we're gonna have. It's gonna be a good day for AOE3. We're gonna have streams until let me check until 17:30 GMT is gonna be the last series starting. So we're gonna have lots of hours of stream. And so yeah, I'm back casting, and we have also bwinner coming back and now fix his connection, uh, his voice,
Um,
hopefully.
well, yeah, it wasn't really my connection, but I had a problem with my sound on my computer, so I had to use mobile phone previously. So now I
Yeah,
hope it will be better since I'm back on my computer.
yeah. I didn't mean your internet connection, just like your voice connection. But yeah, now it should be good. I mean, your voice is not cutting, so I think we're gonna be good. Um,
Okay.
and so yeah, they just vetoed last second. Hazza just vetoed Kamchatka, and School just vetoed New England. So that is going to be the map pool: Pampas, Florida, Baja California, Deccan, and Tar Desert. So we are starting on Pampas, and it looks like we have Japan against Russia, and Hazza is greening up in that matchup, but we know that it's considered to be really Russia favored.
Well, yeah, but on that, at the same time, there is no dwelling post on this map, so I think if Japan turtles really hard, it's not so easy for Russia to take advantage of it. I mean, the map is good for Japan.
Yeah,
I saw with
there's no real follow up for Russia because there's no stagecoach boom or something like that. That's true, but Russia is still good in middle and late game, right? They still train villagers faster and get really good upgrades. So even if Japan is really turtling and Russia just goes H3 and contain, I think uh, I think it should be good for Russia, but we'll see. Hazza is definitely not the most standard player, and he's probably not gonna go for a big turtle. I think he's rather gonna be for going kind of aggressive. So we'll see if the other school can handle the early pressure. Because I would be surprised to see Hazza going for walls and Yumis. It's not really his playstyle. Um,
Mm.
but anyway, we have here on top of the map Idiosa School in the color blue playing Russia, and on the other side of the map it's Hazza54321 playing as Japan in the color red. And
Yeah.
the
Um, Maybe less. Oh no, never mind. Anyway, it's Japan, so doesn't matter.
um, well, the
Um,
hands are fair, I think, but the
yeah,
coin mines, the coin mines are maybe a bit better for blue because
it's
that
okay.
one is closer. But I think that one is closer to red, so it's kind of even probably.
Yeah, and anyway,
Yeah,
both are really far from the TC, so
yeah, it's
it
pretty
doesn't matter
fair.
that much.
So we're good to go here, and it's a coin start, which is not gonna really matter here. Although Hassa is going for market.
Yeah, it's really not standard.
No, really not. Um, but then again, it's okay. Like usually, it doesn't really work if you make a consulate because you want to make your consulate super early to be able to have the Portuguese alliance for your first shrine, right? But if you don't start with the
Yeah,
consulate, you can make the market, I guess, because you don't really have to be super fast or something. So um, it's maybe gonna slow him down a
yeah, but
little bit, but he's
better to build the market than another shrine because the upgrade for Asian Civ, the first food upgrade is not as relevant as the
but
European one.
it's not instead of another shrine because make the market he wouldn't be able to buy wood, right? So
Oh yeah,
he would anyway get only one shrine unless he decides to chop like 40 wood second shrine, which he could do, but he didn't do that. Anyway,
okay, yeah.
well, it's interesting. We'll see how it goes. Boss player's been fighting a little bit for the llamas. Looks like someone picked up a llama treasure because we have 9 llamas on the map. Yeah, Hazza got a llama. Okay. Um, and so he's just got 5 to 4 llamas, which is pretty good for Russia because Japan starts with 3 scouts, like boss explorers and the cherry orchard wagon. And Russia has only 1 scout, and he was still able to get half of the llamas on the map, so it's pretty good for him.
Yeah, it's true. On the other side, Haza is not putting the llamas on his shrine, which is a little mistake, I guess. But yeah, the shrine is not near the llamas, so he can't do that. But so is he doing anything yet for Haza?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. He could have maybe built his shrine somewhere else to get the llamas on them, but on it. But then again, okay, I was gonna say the very nice thing about keeping your llamas is that you can put them on your Toshugo shrine, right? Because we all know that when you place your big shrine, it's so slow to build that sometimes the hunts run away, and then you can put your llamas on it. But it's actually the Torii gates, so not just never mind. But
Yeah,
it's gonna be really aggressive, and Edurdoscool is probably scouting it. It's like the same shape, but there's some green stuff on the ground, so you can see it's not the Toshugo shrine. And
yeah. But did he scout it already?
yeah, he just
Oh yeah,
pointed
he
native
has the
scout.
native.
Well, we're not sure. I mean, yeah, he should have scouted it. He should know about it, but it's still the same shape. It's not the easiest to spot. Like now, he could totally see the Torii gates, but yeah. Anyway, he's going forward. I think regardless of the wonder, you kind of want to go forward as Russia, but it's kind of late, isn't it? Like he's almost up.
Yeah.
He's pulling 3 bills, but Hazza is doing a good job
Oh,
blocking the blockhouse. And what
he
the heck?
could deny.
He shift clicked it? Wait, what?
Oh,
Oh man, but there's gonna be the samurai it's gonna for sure deny that blockhouse. Like there's no way this goes up, I think. If Hazza just
yeah,
yeah. Hazza could even use his 2 monks to pull trick the samurai forward faster, but I think he doesn't need that. Like the H2 monks are gonna siege down a lot. They have 15 siege each, and then the samurai comes in. And Blue doing a good job at snaring it, but doesn't really matter. I think at this point as Blue you just go back, right? You just stop building and wasting wood, and you just go back because that is
yeah,
down.
definitely.
Even it goes up, but it's gonna go down, so he's wasting 250 wood instead of just like building it half and then giving up. He's actually lost 250 wood, and
Yeah,
Japan gets 100 XP. That is like kind of GG, to be honest. Oh my
yeah,
god.
I agree. Like there is the Cossacks coming in now, but I don't know that will be very late as a result because since he had no forward base, they have to cross all the map, which is uh, quite big, and so they will be late in Hassa's base.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird choice to ship Cossacks when you don't when you're gonna lose your blockhouse. I guess I don't know how efficient they're gonna be. Are they just forced back by the sentries already? By the way, apparently your sound, well, it's not your voice is not really cutting, but apparently you have some echo. So I don't know if you can
Uh,
maybe fix that.
well, it's quite weird because I have headphones, so I don't know why I should get some echo. Like,
It's I think they say echo, but they mean that your voice has like a bad quality. I don't know exactly what they mean, but I guess we'll look into that between this game and the next one at the end of this day.
okay, yeah, we
Uh,
really know what to do.
oh,
uh,
maybe it's
besides
because
not,
of me. Wait, I guess I can put earphones myself. Maybe I have echo.
yeah, it could be that.
Yeah,
By the way, has not building many units, just 5 hashes, no, but he was booming a lot, I think, with 4 villagers. And yeah, no, he's denying the musketeers from sieging this shrine. So Russia is really not on a very good spot because he wasn't able to do anything early on, while having a much lower economy than Japan. So,
Yeah, it's Hazard didn't go super greedy because he did age up with the Torre gates, but after that he got 600 wood and 4 wheels in without any trouble, and he's just really ahead in economy here, and Russia is kind of doing nothing, and it's just yeah, it just feels over already. And by the way, guys, I just put earphones now, so if you can let me know in the chat if the voice quality is better now for bwinner's voice.
I
Uh,
think it could be that because before I was also listening to like Euro game sound on some stuff. So well,
oh,
no, I'm not anymore. So
all right.
it
Yeah,
can
well,
improve.
it should be better now, I guess. Just let me know in the chat, guys. And so, yeah, well, I don't really know what to say about this game. I mean, I don't know what Russia is gonna
Um,
do. I guess Hazard is gonna be aging, so there might be a window here for Russia to just hit some sort of timing. Kind of greedy from Hazard to age up, actually. I mean, he's so ahead, he could probably just win it in Colonial at this point. But
yeah, I guess he. But yeah, if Russia is just sieging shrines, it will be fine because it's okay to lose like 4 shrines for this age up. He's anyways far ahead in eco, so that's very fine. But we will see. If Russia goes for the base, it will be a bit of trouble for Hazza.
yeah, losing shrines is okay, but like he's sieging shrines and Russia is not defending them. So he might know that Russia is aging just because, yeah, why would he let me siege this shrine like just next to his base and do nothing about it after being so
Yeah,
ahead? So he's probably aging, and now he's gonna push in. And I think he can see the wonder now with his trailets. So yeah, definitely now. So now he knows what's going on. He knows he's aging, and he's got certain straight shipment on the way. So he's gonna have a window to do some damage. Although Japan did ship enlist irregulars, which is the Asian version of colonial militia. So
oh,
it's gonna be easier for him to defend this push, I guess. But still, I feel
yeah.
like Hazard didn't need to age here. It's really a bit risky.
Yeah, he's losing a lot of military units as a result.
And
And
Bills also.
oh yeah, a lot of bills.
He lost 5 Bills.
Yeah, and
And
he's losing one more. Yeah.
and then the Yumis from the age up. He's gonna pop 6 Yumis, but they might just die. If there's more Cossacks on the way.
Yeah, but I don't think there is more Cossacks on the way, so
Yeah, for
that's
now there
probably
isn't.
fine.
There's actually no stable from edurdoscool, which is kind of strange, I think. As Russia at 10 minutes, you kind of want a stable.
Yeah, especially since he shipped 700 woods. Oh, but
Yeah,
maybe that's the result of losing the early blockhouse.
yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, he's definitely like 250 wood behind, but still you kind of need a stable because yeah, just some Cossacks here would help. Like now Russia is actually gonna have to go back just because of these 6 Yumis, and
Yeah.
well, I mean, still, it's I think Japan is ahead just because he's H3 now, but now the eco is even and the military is in favor of Russia. So I really feel like this age up from Hazza was a bit of a mistake.
Yeah, it was very risky. But
Oh,
also, since Hazza had to ship irregulars, he
yeah.
has shipments in H3, so that's gonna be a bit of time before he can really do something with this H.
Yeah, it's definitely not ideal. Although
Yeah,
he did
Russia
get
has already lost.
he got some value out of that card because he got TC Fire all the time when he was getting pushed. But yeah, it's not probably not as good as an H3 shipment. But now he can get away with sending 7 Bills because he's got enlist irregulars, so he can still call the big Minutemen. So he's getting away
Yeah.
with maybe getting away with 7 Bills, but the other school is coming in again, gonna kill probably 1 or 2 Bills here, and might clean up the units unless we see Minutemen popping.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, so yeah, he's killing some more villagers, I think. Or maybe not. Oh yeah, nice save. On the Minutemen popping with the Naginata, it's gonna be very tough
oh
for
yeah,
Russia. I think he's gonna get cleaned up.
for GG. I mean, now
Yeah.
Japan is H3. He's gonna clean up, and he's 8 villagers ahead in eco. So yeah, it's looking very tough for Russia here. And he does have a stable now, but he still didn't train any Cossacks. He would really need some Cossacks to block the Nagis here, but
Yeah. Um, but he's yeah, that's a big micro from Hazza. Okay, yeah. All the musketeers are done, and it's really forever for Strelets to kill this cab because they are really tanky.
yeah, well, they're
Um,
not dead. It was low HP, but I mean, Russia can probably hold this. It's mostly Minutemen, but the problem is the follow-up at this point. What's next? Like, what do you do now as Russia? Like, you siege down the shrines, I guess, but meanwhile, Japan is just gonna get so many upgraded units. And if you try to push Japan, then you're probably just gonna die. Cause Japan is just so ahead now. Like, he's got 5 Nagis popping now, and I don't know. I guess it's over.
yeah, I was thinking it was interesting that Hazza aged up to H2 with the Torii Gate and then went for kind of semi-FF because then since he had the Torii Gate, he had a lot of XP and he is one shipment ahead. So that's really good when you are H3 because yeah, obviously the H3 shipments are valuable.
Yeah, it's pretty cool for sure. But it kind of worked only because he got the blockhouse down with the samurai. Because if he didn't,
Yeah.
then he would not be able to semi-FF against Russia. I think he would have to stay H2 to defend. But yeah, of course, after killing the blockhouse, he was able to do that. And I think we are gonna see the end of the game now because there's just so many Nagis, and I don't think Russia can deal with them. He's getting a good positioning with his musketeers, but they're just dying so quickly to the Ashes and Minutemen and Yumis. And at the end of the day, we're gonna have probably just enough Nagis left to clean up this mass of Strelets. And Hazza doing a good job microing here. He kind of maybe should get veteran Ashes at some point or something like that. But regardless, he's just gonna totally clean up this fight. And
Yeah, that's over, I guess.
yeah, I think yeah he's
GG.
out. All right, GG. So game one goes to Hazza.
Yeah.
Nice non-standard build from Hazza here. A bit unfortunate.
Yeah, it was a big mistake from EduSchool to build this blockhouse so late, but overall it was well played by Hazza.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see on the right, but like EduSchool's Explorer was apparently sieging down the shrine, but it died just before, so the shrine has 6 HP. Not that it would really matter in this game, but it's just funny.
True.
Um, so people talking about your mic in the chat. Uh,
Okay, I am
Apparently it's a bit better
still
now, but I guess it's okay now.
okay. So, do I try to do something or maybe
Uh, some people say it's bad, some people say it's okay. I think you can maybe, if you can improve it, then definitely do it. But I don't know if you can. It
well, I
might just
don't
be your mic.
know.
Uh,
I can try to switch to. I have some other headphones, so I can try to switch to them. Maybe.
yeah, I guess.
Let me do that.
All right. I'm gonna look at the stats meanwhile. So Japan's just ahead the whole time, despite being idled a lot when he was aging to Fortress and losing some vills, he was still constantly ahead in economy. So and there was a nice timing for Russia just when Japan was aging, but it just wasn't really enough at the end of the day. Hazard was able to hold. He did lose a few wheels, but ultimately he just got these villagers back with his first H3 shipment, and he just remassed and got two really good fights and won the game, basically. So that makes it 1-0 for Hazza in this best of five. The winner of this series will play against Give the Dirty in the round 5 of the lower brackets. So that's the winner will play against Gib, and then the winner of Gib against Hazza or edurdoscool will play the final round of the lower brackets and maybe qualify to the LAN. Actually, will be either against Yaruga or I Am Soldier there. Are you here, by the way, or? Okay, I guess bwinner is getting his headset or something. Oh, it's not Baja, California now. It's Florida, indeed. And but Hazza is gonna go for Spain anyway, which is just not super strong in Florida, to be honest. Like, there's no real reason to go for Spain on this map. It's a high resources map, so just not super good for Spain since Spain is kind of an aggressive civ. And there's just no ATP potential. There's no real reason to be Spain here, but I guess Hazard just like Spain. And the other school is counter picking with Brits, and it's definitely gonna be a solid pick against Spain, especially on this map. Uh, so yeah, we're gonna wait for bwinner to come back. Shouldn't be too long. uh, oh, looks like bwinner has a problem. He's actually here, but now Discord can't detect bwinner anymore. So I don't know what's up. Discord is kind of buggy sometimes. I know that it bugs a lot, and looks like now he just changed his headset, and and Discord doesn't recognize the headset, and even if he's switching back to his old earphones, uh, Discord still doesn't detect anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna cast that one without bwinner. Sorry for the issues, guys. He might just join again for the next games. We'll see. Either way, that's the game two, and we're gonna go in as soon as the other school is back from getting a drink. And there we go, game two of that best of five. Hazza being up 1-0. Oh, and I need to close that. And yeah, so we are gonna be saving EP recorded game, and then we're gonna be checking the resources. And I guess it's the hunts look fine. It's kind of 3 hunts each. Maybe a little bit more for red, but the next ones are not really relevant too much. So I think we can go with that. Although I don't know. Well, I guess this is not really relevant. Yeah, it's a bit too far to really matter. So yeah, we're gonna go with this. The coin mines are fine as well. Um, so yeah, it's Spain against Brits, and I couldn't see the crate start because I was checking the resources, but I think it was just a regular food start because I don't see any extra resources for the players. And Hazza just directly finding that 80 wood with his map hack. Nah, I'm joking. It's just right in the middle of the map, so he's just going for that directly. And it's gonna probably be nice for him. He's gonna be getting his hunting dogs with that 80 wood, so it's gonna be pretty cool. Also got 20. No way. He just chopped. He just mined 50 gold, so still had to get 50 gold, but not having to chop any wood for that. So he's probably gonna be aging up just in time. And now edurdoscool is in big trouble against Spain because there's this war dog and he's gonna lose most of his HP. He might get the treasure. Hazza stole it and now blue is dead, so that's an awful start for Brits here. Yeah, you can't really take treasures against Spain. I mean, you have to take treasures like on the border of the map. Like this would have been really good, I think. But if you go somewhere in the middle, you're just most likely gonna lose your explorer. So yeah, that's unfortunate for edurdoscool. Hazza getting an extra 75 wood now. He's not really gonna be able to do anything with this wood, but it's just a nice amount of resources. Gonna help him get his training post up in transition, for example. And we do have 3 villagers coming in for Hazza. A bit earlier, of course, because Spain need less XP for their shipments. But we're gonna see 3 vills coming in for edurdoscool anytime as well. And then their boss just gonna be clicking up at a similar time. Eating the ship a little bit late here. It's barely gonna help for the age up. It's a bit unfortunate. And still gonna be aging with a lot of idle time, to be honest. Should have probably gone for a 17 age up at this point, and then you can get your gang so upgrade as well before aging. Would be better than idling so much, I think, but well. Hazza also idling a lot. Wait, did Hazza get another wood treasure or did he just chop already? No, okay, he just chopped like 100 wood. And he's building his TP already. Oh yeah, and edurdoscool crack shot that. But he wasn't able to take it because he lost his explorer. But now he rescued his explorer with a villager so that he's able to build a 4-1 mana or 4 line of sight and get back his explorer and pick back that 135 coin. So yeah, it was a really bad age 1 for edurdoscool, but at least now he does get a decent treasure in. And Hazard's gonna be taking that Tomahawk. which could help him defend a little bit against a potential pressure from Brits, because we do see forward vills, but he's actually bringing them back. And the tower is going in a rather defensive position, just controlling that hunt and the coin mine. So I guess Brits are not going to be aggressive here. We have yet to see what Brits want to do. Looks like he's going to be going greedy and just chopping for manors and booming a little bit. Because still no military building. But now we have the racks going up. So yeah, it's a bit late, but it's probably just part of the plan. He probably decided that anyway he would not be able to do too much damage against Spain, because Spain is already gonna be aging now, and he probably didn't feel like training musketeers early on would do much, so he decided instead to boom a little bit more. But now he's got his racks up, and we're probably gonna see musketeers in queue and more manors. And we have a forward tower as well from Hazza, so he's gonna be going for an aggressive kind of FF. Going for 700 wood after 700 coin, which is just standard. Adding some market upgrades in, probably gonna build a forward barracks here. Or not. Looks like he changed his mind about that. Maybe he feels like he might lose his tower and he's just going back. It's kind of strange because usually when you want to pressure and you go for a forward tower, then you also build your barracks next to it, and you can defend it by training dogs with your explorer. But instead, Hazza is building a trading post and going back to build the racks in his base. So maybe not gonna be so aggressive. In fact, maybe just mind gaming edurdoscool into believing he's gonna go for an all-in FF or something with a forward tower. But in fact, that tower is just gonna be taking map control and having line of sight on the middle part of the map, and Hazza is gonna be a little bit boomy behind that. So yeah, getting steel traps, place a mine, and even gang cell, and a second trading post and 5 villagers. So rather a greedy FF here. We have to see what he's gonna ship first, though. He edged up with, oh yeah, with the caravel and 400 wood as well. And it's gonna come just, no, the dock will go up, but that caravel might just kill the dock, so I didn't check the deck. But yeah, Eliozo School has kind of a water deck. He doesn't have schooners, but he's got a few water cards. So maybe Hazza felt like edging with the caravel and 400 would be good, just because it's pretty much the best age up you get. It's 800 resources and mostly wood, like 400 wood in a caravel is like 700 wood and 100 coin. It's just a lot of resources. Um, it's not always the most useful because sometimes you want to age up with the Hassas, but it's definitely the most valuable in terms of villager seconds. And I'm not sure. Hazza is not attacking the dock. I don't know why. He's maybe just containing and like denying the fishing, but I feel like he could just attack it. But anyway, meanwhile he's pushing on land with a Rodelero shipment. So he's not shipping something like Spanish gold or 1k wood. He's not going super greedy. Still being a little bit aggressive here. Shipping the rods and training 5 skirmishers. And the dogs as well, just biting the tower down. And now we have to see if it's gonna be 2 falconets next for some aggressive follow-up, or maybe Hazza just feels fine getting that tower down and pressuring a bit and then booming behind. But no, it's gonna be the falconets. What the hell? Did they just spawn in shooting mode? I've never seen that before. It looks like they just spawn and we're already in shooting formation, but I don't know, maybe not. Maybe Hazza just put them in shooting mode somehow. Anyway, that's a lot of units for Brits to deal with, and I think he's maybe just being too greedy here with that water boom as well. It's just gonna slow him down. Now is the time where you would like to have a stable and some Huss out, and he's gonna need 4 Hussars. So it's gonna be tough for Brits to defend that. Although it's usually considered a good matchup for Brits, you can't fuck up. You have to defend properly, because if you just lose your axes like this and stuff, then it's gonna snowball, and Spain is probably gonna just win, because then he gets a military lead and he never really falls back in military. And although he's shipping a frigate, which might be another reaction, because there's only 2 fishing boats or 3. So at this point, edurdoscool can just say, okay, I just give up on the water. I didn't invest any card into water anyway. Just a little bit of wood, so I might as well just let my dock and my fishing boats die. And then Hazza has a frigate, but it's 1 less military shipment here. It doesn't hurt Spain that much, just because Spain gets more shipments, especially with 2 TPs, but it's still 1 kind of wasted shipment here. So it could help Brits come back on land, at least. And edurdoscool is shipping something. I hope it's maybe 6 musketeers or colonial militia, because he really needs something to help him defend this pressure here. 1000 wood coming in for Hazza as a follow-up. Sadly sent forward, just a classic. Oh, nice catch here from edurdoscool, getting these skirms. I don't know if that was intentional or just luck, but either way it's gonna be good for him. And looks like Hazza is luring him towards a stable, but I don't think there's nothing in queue in that stable, so these skirms are just dead. And Musketeer HP. It's kind of strange because he's got only 23 musks and he's just double carding them, and it doesn't matter too much if you have cards on 20 musks. I think a 6 musketeer shipment would be much more impactful at this point than the upgrade. I don't know how he's gonna deal with his army, honestly. He's really gonna need a good surround, like with Minutemen and a batch of Huss, or I don't know. Now the Lancers are gonna make it so hard. I don't know, he's actually sending his Lancers back. Ah, he's got rods as well, so he's gonna clean up the Hussars. That's gonna be really good for Hazza. Without rods, it would have been quite good for Brits, but with the rods now, these Hussars are just toast. And the Rodeleros are gonna be upgraded as well, because he's got 30 of them, so you definitely want them to be upgraded. And Rodeleros are not super good against Musketeers. They are really not good against Musketeers, actually. But backed up with 2 Falconets, like they're gonna just defend the Falconets so well. Gonna punch a little bit this Falc, doing like 20 damage. And now, what do you do here as edurdoscool? I mean, you don't. He's buying back his Explorer, trying to add some meat shield here and maybe some snare, calling Minutemen. I think the Falconets are gonna die, but not before they get a couple good volleys on the Musketeers. And actually going quite well for edurdoscool here. I don't know, Hazza is pulling back, maybe he could have taken that. Or maybe he could have microed his Falconets back a little bit. I feel like Hazza should win that fight. Then again, he doesn't have his Lancers in. They could have made a difference for sure. These 8 Lancers. I guess he wanted to wait for them. So now he's gonna bait Brits into moving out, just like staying in line of sight of the manors, maybe attacking some vills. But he should be hiding his lancers, to be honest. If he would keep just like 8 lancers here and bait Brits into going forward, then he could just surround him and just clean up these musketeers. Because now Brits is gonna go back, because he can't take on so many rods plus 8 lancers. So he's just going back. And I feel like Hazza could have maybe trapped him a bit more. But regardless, he did kill a few wheels up here, like 4 or 5 wheels. So at the end of the day, Brits is not even ahead in eco. Because Hazza started water booming with this 1k wood. I didn't really see that, but he did. And also getting the melee infantry combat card in. So these rods are really strong. Which kind of negates the 2 cards here, because these musketeers basically have a combat upgrade on them, 15% HP and attack, and the rods also have 15% HP and attack. So they're gonna be able to take on these musketeers since they're veteran rodded arrows. Like if they come to fight now, there's no way edurdoscool wins with this little army. He's also really mismacroed now. He needs more food. He needs to pull some wheels here on Hans and some wheels as well here on Hans. He can't just stay mismacroed like that. How many more musketeers he could have just now? Honestly, like probably 25 masks extra. He needs to spend his resources really soon because Hazza has much more stuff. And if edurdoscool can make like 20 plus musketeers now, he might be okay. Although he's already behind, but if he could mass musketeers and win one fight, then maybe Brits would be in an okay spot. But if he keeps mismacroing, he's gonna just lose. I guess he wants to age up, but I don't think you can age at this point. It's just too late. You need to stay colonial. You can't get away with aging. It's gonna be so long until he's age 3 and gets his falconets and veterancy. If he can get away with it, then he's gonna be in a good spot, probably in a not very good spot, but in an okay spot. But I don't think he will get away with aging at all. Hazza splitting his wheels to snipe quickly as a Minuteman, not losing any villager, I think, so that's pretty good. Let's check units lost a little bit. So yeah, edurdoscool lost his fishing boats and 11 villagers. And so Hazza is quite ahead in eco and in military. But then, I guess because of his own water boom, Hazza is playing a little bit passive because he wants to just keep booming. He shipped the rendering plant upgrade, which is 30% extra gathering on fishing boats. It's very good. But well, he's kind of letting Brits age up to fortress. But I don't think he really cares. I mean, he's ahead in eco and in military. So what? Even if Brits is up, Spain is still winning easily, probably. There's just gonna be, let's say Brits has a chance to take a good fight, but it's not very likely. He does have the warship combat card, which has in deck but didn't ship. He might consider shipping it soon now. Yeah, he's got it now, so that's pretty good for Hazza. So these caravels were a bit scary, but now against 2 frigates and 1 caravel, Hazza should win that fight easily. Although edurdoscool is probably gonna age up with a caravel himself now, I expect. So and 400 wood, just like Hazza did. So I guess this could be a close fight. Oh no, there's 3 frigates now, so no way edurdoscool can fight this. And Hazza is gonna be pushing on land as well, so he's gonna get rid of that tower. He's gonna get rid of the docks maybe. And edurdoscool just invested so much into water here with that card, 2 caravel shipment, more caravels being trained, the caravel age up, 3 docks, 2 towers, and at the end of the day, he's just gonna most likely lose everything here, and then it's just GG, I think. I mean, he's got a native post probably to train some canoes. Maybe some canoes are garrisoned in this dock already, but it's not gonna matter. He's shipping a frigate, but that is also not gonna help. I mean, there's just too many here. Like he should have just given up the water and and maybe ship falconets to try to at least get a good fight on land. Because this frigate is not gonna do anything against 3 frigates. It's probably gonna just die to the broadside. I think these warships should soon have it available again. And meanwhile on land there's just a lot of lancers here. And the musketeers are doing pretty good because they are double carded, so they do beat the lancers quite fine. But then the problem is that after that, how does the other school deal with the warships? I guess. Oh, that frigate, snipe it. Oh, he got the broadside and just goes away with 16 HP on it. But I guess the canoes with improved warships are quite strong as well. And that frigate is down, and this one maybe as well. I mean, the problem is that there's just too big of an eco gap. But it's actually as good of a hold as you could hope for edurdoscool. Like, he's actually gonna hold here because he can bring his frigate. Oh no, it's so low HP, he can't really bring it. But he can defend his little bit of water and his little bit of land here. But I think he lost a lot more bills in the process. Like, he was down 11 bills, now he's down 25 bills, so he's lost an extra 14 villages in that fight. So he was able to hold, but at which cost? It's really as good as it could get for Brits here. He was able to hold and all, but still already behind in economy, and I don't think he's gonna be able to win this game. But it's definitely better than I expected. Like, kind of surprised by this hold here. A good job from edurdoscool, I think. No. Well, no. Go melee, man. Why would you not go melee mode here? You can't just let your falconets die to lancers. I mean, lancers have 23 attack even after calf combat. They're really bad at killing falconets. But yeah, he does let them go down, and now he's really vulnerable to these skirmishers. If only he defended his falcons, I think he could win the fight, and Hazza would have to go back. But now, edurdoscool is left with no military. And look at the eco. I wouldn't be surprised if Hazza would add a town center soon or something like that. Although, wow, that's a lot of canoes. I guess if edurdoscool can clean up the water and kill 16 fishing boats, he could come back a little bit. But meanwhile, he's just getting pushed on land because he has no military on land. He's fully invested into massing canoes here, and meanwhile, he's not really able to mass much military. Gonna escape vills in this frigate, but oh, and adding a town center. He does have some hunts and a coin mine here, but yeah, just not an ideal position. 5 Huss shipment. There's no anti-cav for. Well, there's 3 rods, but that's not too many. If if edurdoscool could get 10 Huss, like if he could have, he doesn't have a stable, but if he had more Huss, he could win this. But only 5 against calf combat lancers are not gonna be super scary. Like, veteran lancers with calf combat are almost as good as hussars in a calf fight. Even though lancers are supposed to be really shit against other calf, but at this point, yeah, and he's just gonna resign because his TC got denied. He's probably gonna lose everything here, so the villagers, the tower, the TC, no more map control, he's just chopping wood, even running out of wood here, kind of, although he does have more here, but you know, just and meanwhile, he's got tons of canoes, but not really able to take the water back. It's gonna be tough to push in the docks and all. And yeah, just a pretty good game here. I feel like edurdoscool was just already behind the whole game since the point where he got, like, he lost lots of units here for free and lost his Raxes and stuff. And Hazza was just pressuring him all the time while being already ahead in eco. But still, it was a good game, I think, because of this fight here. A really nice hold from edurdoscool boss on land, where you can see he had much less military and still was able to hold, and on water as well. At the end of the game, edurdoscool actually has more water control than Hazza, so it's pretty well played, but not really enough to win the game, unfortunately for him. So it's gonna be 2-0 for Hazza here. And gonna go into game 3 now, which is already match point for Hazza in this best of 5. So we can see Spain out booming. Takes a bit of time to get ahead of Brits, just because early on Brits has much more villagers. But when he started water booming and stuff, he just got ahead. And yeah, constantly ahead in military as well. So GG. I'm gonna see if I get bwinner back or if I keep solo casting. Oh, looks like bwinner is in the lobby, so we're probably gonna call. Well, hi.
Hi. So yeah, I had some problem again, but now it should be back to the same like in game 1, my turn. So sorry
Okay.
for the struggle.
Yeah, it's fine. Um, yeah, well, to me, your sound is really okay. Uh, I think it's good enough, and we'll see what the chat says. But we're just gonna keep going like that.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
so yeah, now it's 2-0, and it's
Yeah,
Baja,
I saw this
California.
game.
Yeah,
It was a nice game. I saw the second.
yeah. It was like always Hazard was always favored in this game, but the other school was able to kind of come back at some point a little bit.
Yeah. He almost came back with this quarter with the canoes. It was a nice idea, but yeah, Arza was kind of all the game ahead.
Yeah, even in age one, he already killed the explorer, and then in early fortress, he got a decisive advantage by just killing the Araxes and some masks, and it was very hard for Brits to come back after that. So it looks like Hazza is getting spammed. So we'll see if we can go win game quickly or if we have to move to game ranger.
Yeah, the problem is that they didn't agree on a matchup yet, so we can't really start.
Ah, yeah,
As-
that sucks. Yeah.
they
Well,
should be communicate on Discord or
yeah. Yeah, Hazza needs to pick first, but the other school saying he's probably gonna play Brits anyway. But we kind of need to wait for Hazza to pick before he can really say he's gonna be Brits. Uh,
yeah.
yeah, we're gonna go on game ranger.
Okay.
Just need to
No.
check.
Ah,
No.
he's not comfortable with that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of annoying to be honest. I'm sorry that I'm complaining here, but like every single time we have to move to Game Ranger, the players are not ready. Even though we know we have to move to Game Ranger sometimes, and even interjection posted in every thread. Oh well, I guess.
Yeah, maybe we can. Well, maybe he doesn't go Brit with that.
Ah, yeah, Germany. Well, why not? I mean, that's an interesting pick for sure. But I think Hazza is getting spammed because he's not growing up. So it's
Ah,
probably
shit.
it's probably.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. We get that.
cross your fingers. Yeah, looks like we're good.
So at least we
Nice.
have a new Smurf of Hazza.
No, no. I mean, he's been playing on that since quite a while now. At least like 6 months or something. So,
Okay, I didn't know it.
Yeah, it started. It started. I think people didn't really know it was Hazza, but he even streamed on it at some point. So anyway, yeah. So we don't have to move to Game Ranger. That's good. Because yeah, we
Yeah,
would
I
need to
wasn't.
wait for School to make decks and to set up Game Ranger and everything, and it would take 20 minutes. So just happy we can go in now.
Yeah, I'm also happy with that because to be honest, I didn't play on Game Ranger for like 2 years or no, maybe 1 year and a half. So
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter for you. I
really
mean, all
sure,
you have to
I
do is to
wasn't really
join.
sure how to do that.
Yeah, but it's no problem as a caster because I can explain to you directly by voice, and you don't need to make decks or something, so it would
Yeah,
be okay. Since the real problem is when they don't have decks, sometimes they don't even have Game Ranger installed at all, and then it takes really long. But anyway,
yeah,
back to the game. We have here on the right side of the map, Hazza54321, aka Irish Unfaithful. Um, Playing as Russia in the color red, and on the other side of the map it's edurdoscool playing as Germany in the color blue, and we have coin start, which is definitely gonna be nice for Germany since he's already got his market up and gonna be getting hunting dogs quite soon, I believe. Also gonna get
yeah,
80 wood on top, which is gonna help him a lot, and Russia is nowhere near that treasure, so there's no way he can steal it. Gonna be a nice age one for Germany, I think.
yeah. It's really helpful because sometimes it's not that easy to age up without idle time when you have a gold start. So with this wood pressure, it makes it a lot better.
Yeah, I didn't see if it was a golden food start or just a gold start. I didn't see how many food crates they had, because that makes a
Yeah,
big difference. Uh, with only two food crates as Germany, you need to set directly two settler wagons on hunts, which is already sad because settler wagons are bad at like killing animals and herding, so it's already awkward directly at start. But when you have three food crates, you don't need to do that. You can just use your wheels when they pop, and you can set three settler wagons on wood and directly get hunting dogs. So I didn't see what it was, but either way, with that 80 wood, it's gonna make it much easier for Germany. And he's even finding a 95 wood now, but it gets a little bit risky now. When you already picked up one treasure and you lost some HP, and you're gonna pick a second treasure a bit in the middle of the map. It's gonna be like Russia might find it, but it looks like Germany is just gonna play it safe and crackshot one bear and then sit on the treasure and wait for his next crackshot.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. But the wolf is gonna see that the coyote. Sorry,
Yeah.
be and there is no native scout for Hazard, so the
Yeah.
could be
I,
trouble for Germany.
I think I don't think Germany is gonna have his crack shot again, right? Like it's probably halfway to like reset, and I think yeah, he might lose his explorer. Like Germany could get the treasure, right? Even if they fight now, he could just crack shot and maybe get it at some point. But he's probably not gonna be able to build a trading post. And that is just so bad against Russia. Oh,
Yeah, maybe. Oh,
oh, oh, he does get it at least, so it's not too sad.
maybe he can escape now because the explorer didn't snare, so he should be.
I still don't think he can build a TP though, because with two scouts,
Oh yeah,
Russia
he
should really
can.
be able to keep
He
an
got.
eye on the blue explorer and or even just sit on the trading post and deny them. Like he could send the scout on top and his explorer on bottom, and then even Germany would have to go build a TP in the middle, and it would just die in like 2 minutes when Russia gets units or something like that. So I think at this point,
Yeah.
as Germany, you just have to sadly go without a trading post.
Yeah, and Hazza is doing that. He's splitting the Explorer and the Scout, as you said.
Yeah, he's just guarding a little bit, making sure the blue explorer can't find a way to a trading post safely. But instead of a TP, Germany is gonna drop a dock. That's interesting. I mean, it's also 200 wood, and if he goes for 700 wood first card, and maybe trains like crossbows and pikes from Iraq's, while also making fishing boats, it could be a decent alternative to a trading post.
Yeah. The problem though is that it's slower to pay off in my opinion, Doc. So it
Yeah.
could be a problem on this map which has not that much food and you kind of need to push out not too late with Germany. But we'll see. And here's
Well,
also Gangso, the German player.
oh, a wall. Yeah.
Maybe he wants to really boom hard, or maybe it's just to build some crossbows. We will see.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a low resources map, like you said, but having water means that you don't have to rely that much on land resources. But yeah, he's gonna be spotted by that explorer, and Hazza is taking a trading post from the 400 wood age up, which is kind of standard, I think. And yeah, that wall, the Gangso, I would like to see a barracks and some crossbows behind the wall, maybe. And he's doing that, and he's trying to sneak a dog on top, but that might be too greedy, right? I mean, let's not forget that Russia is better on water than Germany. And if you look at the Russian
Yes, the
deck,
deck.
it's quite a heavy. I mean, not super heavy, but he's got a few water cards. And what about the German one?
Not
He's
as many cards for the German player.
Yeah, he does.
Funny.
Well, he has the same kind of military like warship cards, I guess, but he doesn't have the same booming potential for sure.
Oh, that's sad. The,
That's really unfortunate.
yeah, he's a bit upset about that apparently.
Yeah, but I think it's just smart from Hazard at this point because he's taking the TP line and he just thought, okay, let's just make sure he can't take that trading post, and he did a good job at denying it. Then it's a bit unlucky that he got it down at last second, just before it would go up. But realistically, anyway, he would just siege it down with musketeers, I think. So,
Yeah,
um,
that's
well, it's
but
it's
still
still
sucks.
sad, but you know,
And now the Uhlans are getting cooked by the Cossacks.
yeah,
So that's really not a good start for Germany.
nope. But at least he's getting away with water booming a bit because Russia is not aggressive. Two
Yeah, and
dogs.
he has 3 docks in total.
Yeah, I'm
So
not sure I like that. I
a
mean,
lot. Yeah, he shouldn't get away with that, to be honest, if
nah.
Father does no mistake.
Yeah, there's no way you can do that against Russia.
He will lose one villager.
Yeah, not maybe he's got the oh, he does lose it, but he's got the great coat upgrade, so a bit more tanky villagers. But yeah, that wall is gonna go down, and there's only 4 crossbows and 2 pikes on the field.
No, that's 4 pikes.
Oh
They are
yeah, four
split.
pikes. But still, like it's 4 bows, 4 pikes. I guess it's enough to defend a little bit with the Uhlans and Minutemen. He should be fine, but he definitely has to make more units soon. Although now Russia is booming himself with schooners, probably getting a stagecoach right now. And I mean, if you see Germany just walling up, why would you not stagecoach, right? Germany is going to be defending, so you just get stagecoach for free.
Yeah.
And usually it's okay if your opponent gets a stagecoach when you water boom because you get a better eco anyway. Stagecoach helps a lot against a water boom, but still. But when you're Germany and you can't boom so much on water because you don't have schooners and you don't have any upgrade, like water upgrade in deck, I don't know. And yeah, he's losing a bill, so well, Germany
Oh,
is super ahead in eco, but still.
this.
Oh.
Oh, this is one settler wagon which is going down. It's big.
Yeah, it's very sad. Like just losing these 3 villagers, plus the fact that Hazza gets a stagecoach, and we see that the eco is in fact kind of similar. And Russia will keep training villagers faster, and he will waterboom himself. So I think in a couple minutes, Russia will be already ahead in eco. And
But
yeah,
a couple of Cossacks here on the bottom as well. So in the military, it's no very close actually. However, it's pikemen which are not the greatest units for Germany.
yeah. Well, I guess his army can kill the musketeers, but
Uh,
maybe not cost efficiently. But
yeah, it won't
um,
cost efficiently.
2 caravels and for boss players.
Yeah.
But you can't really do anything now because what is edurdoscool doing? This caravel is
He was
stuck or what?
microed.
Because I was gonna say Hazza can't really push here because of the docks. Because like if your boss have 2 caravels but there's a dock shooting, then obviously you can't fight. But edurdoscool kind of miss microed, yeah.
Yeah,
But
but it's
still,
okay in the end. He was able to repair his caravel, no?
right.
So in the end, it's quite even, but Russia has more map control, so I would say it's better for Russia. Also because the late game is probably better for Russia.
Yeah, like Russia just gonna get such good upgrades. Like if you look at his deck, he's got the deck for that. Germany doesn't really have a deck for this kind of play. He's got a normal German deck with just a couple warships inside. Um, and Russia has like a late game deck. It's kind of a team deck actually. Like look, he's got only 3 unit shipments, like 13 threats, 5 costs, not even 4, and 2 fogs in H3. And then he's got like refrigeration, calf combat, straight combat, the boss of the infantry training upgrades, advanced arsenal, and like so many upgrades in H1 as well. It's just
Yeah,
the
it's
later it
strange.
goes, and the better it's gonna get for Russia.
I think it's a bit lucky for Hazza to have this deck because if Germany was not playing like that, it could be a bit annoying to not have four Cossacks or this kind of game of card in the deck.
Yeah, even like 700 food, 600 gold. Like you like to ship that kind of stuff sometimes as Russia to, or 600 wood even after a push or something like when you need to remass tradets or whatever. Oh, but nice Minuteman pop here in the Uhlans. I think he's gonna be able to clean up the musketeers.
Yes,
Uh,
that's not bad for Germany actually.
yeah, and gonna age up at the same time with 700 coins, so able to hold while probably aging. Although Russia is gonna follow up as well, so. And still,
Yeah.
like, was not the worst trade for Hazza. Like, he killed lots of pikes, I guess, with his mass.
Well, I think it was still very good trade
Yeah, it
for
was.
Germany, obviously.
But
And
I mean, it doesn't matter too much in this kind of game
yeah,
where boss players have 50 or 60 vills. Like, losing 10 or 15 Russian musketeers is not the end of the world, you know? It's good, but
yeah.
it's. I still would rather be Russia here than Germany.
Yeah, also because Russia was water booming quite hard in
Yeah,
the previous couple of minutes, so now he is very ahead in eco with this stagecoach still going on for him. But
yep,
Edward School has built a trading post, a native one, so he will probably go for canoes again.
yeah.
That could be nice to help to fight water. However, Hazza has built a near a dock, um, near water here,
Yeah,
so he has a strong position on water.
actually, also here, and I don't think they know that they're boss on the southern water because they didn't scout each other. But they are gonna fight on top, but maybe not on bottom. But yeah, these blockhouses are definitely gonna help Russia a lot to defend, and that's also one good thing about being Russia and water. It's that it's just better to make blockhouses and outposts because they're also barracks at the same time, obviously. So and they also
Yeah,
give you 5
plus it's
pop,
5 pop.
so yeah. It's just
Yeah, so
better to build that than a tower. And yeah, Russia is like more than 15 wheels ahead in eco if you take in the stagecoach. And I don't know what Germany is trying to do, to be honest. I feel
yeah, I
like he
think
needed to be aggressive in H3, like go fast to H3 and just push. But he's just, if he plays the late games kind of stuff, he's just gonna lose.
but also, don't you think it's a bit hard to push in this forward base because it's 4 blockhouses now, so that's a lot.
Yeah, yeah, that does suck to push into. But it's 4 blockhouses now, but for a long time it was only one. And I think maybe Germany could have mind gamed a little bit. Maybe just go for a big colonial push with some doppels, or just age up quickly to H3 and push with like big unit shipments. Because like we said, Russia doesn't have good unit shipments in his deck. So if you go really aggressive and ship like 9 Ulans, 8 skirms, whatever, then you have a shot, I think, at breaking the Russian position. And
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
um,
But no, edurdoscool is getting good trades on land and water, so maybe it's not too bad for him.
he doesn't have improved warship though. So yeah,
Oh
he
yeah.
did. He took good trades, but he's gonna be behind soon. And also to Falconets. I don't know if Russia is gonna. Yeah, I guess he's gonna have to use the Falconets to defend on land. He can't really use them for water. But yeah, now it's gonna be tough for Germany to deal with this simple musketeer Falconet unit composition.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
it's taking a very good trades on the longbows, a very good shot for the falconets. It's really good.
yeah, he didn't get the last volley in, but he did get good trades and yeah, now Russia has the same score, and that's when you start thinking it's over, just because it's just Russia. I mean, he's just
Yeah.
got more eco. He's gonna get better units, better upgrade and stuff. And what is Germany gonna do now? I guess he still has these
So
big unit shipments, but they don't matter so much when your opponent has 70 villagers.
and
Oh
I
yeah.
think it's really strange because like 1 minute ago Germany was 50 score ahead when I checked, and now it's just their score didn't change while Russia got plus 40 score. So
Oh, maybe he's shipping mercs. That could be why also. But
yeah, could be.
gonna get on the Falconets. Oh, but he's gonna pay that
Oh,
by so many Ulans. All these Ulans are toast, and he's not even
whoa.
killing the second fog. This is pretty much GG. I mean, like that fight is gonna be
Yeah,
so one-sided now. It's just over.
yeah, it was insane.
I mean, it's not directly over. I mean, like Germany's probably not gonna resign just now, but for me, it's over. It's I
And
don't see Germany ever coming back from that.
he wasn't shipping mercs
Oh
in
yeah.
fact, so that's even more.
Yeah, if he had like 13 Jaegers now, it could be interesting for Germany. But 3 war wagons, well, they're gonna do good for sure, but it's not exactly enough to defend in the long term. It's gonna help him now, but I
Oh,
don't
and
know.
also on water, it's not going good either for Germany. It's going
Oh
very
yeah.
bad actually.
Yeah, he still doesn't have improved warships while Russia does. So, uh, yeah, Russia got more XP from building these 3 TPs and getting the stagecoach. Even if now it's on resources, he's got more XP at some point. Germany never had a trading post, so Russia able to ship that improved warships, Germany not. And he's gonna lose the caravel here, but yeah, it's just gonna get cleaned up on top. And on
Yeah.
bottom, I think they're gonna see that they are gathering together on the same part of the water, but yeah, it's just looking really bad for Germany.
But also, Russia has no food upgrade on the market, or does he? I just
Ah,
noticed no.
he doesn't have even hunting dogs,
Yeah.
which is weird because even if now he's relying on the water for his food income, there was for sure a big part of the game where Russia was hunting, right? And he's even still hunting with a bunch of hills here. So I don't know why he doesn't have at least hunting dogs, if not still traps.
Yeah, especially since he took care of getting the native trading post just to get an upgrade on gold, but not hunting dog for some reason.
What? Wait, no. Uh, no, wait, it's not the same one. There's 2 upgrades. I was thinking he got the fattening upgrade. I was like, you what, mate? But no, it's like an amalgamation basically, but it's cheaper. And then he
Yeah,
can
but
also train canoes on water if he wants to, so it's pretty good. But yeah, it's kind of weird when you don't even have hunting dogs to get that kind of upgrade. I guess you forgot about it.
probably yes. But still, he cleaned up the water on top now.
Yeah, and the
So
Warwagon's getting a bit caught here. Although edurdoscool reacted at the last second, so he might be okay in his pace. But yeah, now they're fishing together, and Russia just has more. Like he's got much more water potential. He's got the improved warships. He's got more eco, so he can build more warships. And soon, After he's done cleaning up on top, to be honest, I could even imagine like Russia deleting one frigate just to rebuild it in the bottom, or maybe he can just make more caravels. I don't know, but I think anyway he's gonna find a way to also clean
Well,
up the bottom side of the water soon.
he can build canoes.
Yeah, he can also do that. That's true. Yeah, I guess deleting a frigate would hurt. I mean,
Yeah,
to be honest, the frigate is so useless on top, but it just feels bad to delete a 1k resources
yeah.
unit. Uh, I'm gonna maybe deny the TC. Although Ediodoscool is catching these uprays, so that's good for him. But
But no, Hazza achieved also a fishing upgrade.
a while ago, yeah,
He will be even further ahead in eco.
yeah.
And this TC is not dying for the school. And he's building a third one actually. But Hazza also has 3TC, you know.
Yeah, I mean, this is just so much playing right into Russia's hands to play it so greedy, so late game stuff, while even shipping units. So, it's kind of greedy, but still shipping only unit shipments just to keep up on land, while Russia is shipping like eco theory and that kind of stuff. So,
Mm.
very soon it's gonna be impossible for Germany to do anything, I think.
Yeah,
Now he's
it's
still
over for
able to
him.
fight on land because he's got unit shipments, but he's even gonna be out of unit shipments very soon. He's got he's got only mercs left actually in H3.
Yeah, and
So
Hazza is trying to turtle. He's upgrading his blockhouses, and I think he wants to can hold and not die to this army.
yeah, that's a lot
Because
of skirms to be fair. Like that's almost 50 skirms.
yes, that's why it's a bit dangerous for Hazza. But he just needs to hold and then he won.
Yeah, he
But
can
that's
even build fogs to be honest. Like he could just make like 2 or 3 fogs and just win. But meanwhile, there is some pressure coming down here. I guess if Hazza plays it too greedy, like getting that upgrade, for example, on his blockhouses, I mean, he couldn't be making units instead of falconets and defending. But I
yeah.
guess that's a bunch of builds from Hazza just getting pushed away from the meal.
Yeah, there is still a risk for Hazza to lose like all these villagers and never be able to kill the army. I don't know.
Yeah, and it looks like he's gonna try to take a fight with his 5 Cossacks, but they are not upgraded, and they're just gonna die. And
Yeah,
it,
it's
it's
also not
also
the best positioning.
yeah, and just it's going so greedy. I feel like at this point you might as well be shipping maybe boyars and that kind of stuff instead of eco theory. I don't know. Uh, but
He has
anyway,
12 combats now.
yeah, 3-dead combat. But he's got 22 3-deads.
And Edurdoscool is forgetting a bit about his shipment. Oh no, he was waiting for the gold to ship mercs. He just shipped mercs.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Now it would be a really great time for an 8 Ulan shipment. But he doesn't have it, so he has to ship mercs if he wants some more units, and it's kind of slow. Because now is the window where Germany is maybe gonna be able to do some damage. Maybe can come back in the game, even if he's 100 score behind. He has much more military, so he kind of needs units fast here, and shipping mercs is gonna take a long time.
But actually, he doesn't have 8 Ulans in the deck, so
I know,
think
yeah.
why he did that. It was the only way to ship units.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't have it. He's got only mercs now available. That's why he has to do it, but it's just a bit awkward.
Yeah, and we will probably see Black Rider at this point because since he has so many skills, it wouldn't make much sense to ship Jaegers.
Yeah, but this mass of skirms is slowly melting. Like he's down to only 24 skirmishers, and the Black Riders are nice, but they're not gonna help too much against 3-deads. So Hazza just needs to get out like 20 or 30 more 3-deads, and then he wins. To be honest.
Yeah. And that's not so hard to get all the toilets out when he already has all the blockhouses and so many villagers to gather food.
Yeah, if he can maybe just ship boyars now, he's got insane 3-deads and then just make some more. And
yeah, he also has one upgrade from the natives on the streets.
Yeah, it's like 5% HP or something.
Yeah.
And he's getting the
Yeah.
arsenal upgrade for his Cavachos. Just playing super greedy, like kind of a team gameplay, but like I feel like Hazza could have won earlier if he just made more units and played a bit less greedy, you know? When you're so ahead, you might as well mass and make sure you win. But regardless of that, well, this game is
Yeah, it
over,
worked.
and I think we're gonna see maybe edurdoscool resign soon, because look at the scores. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, it's really over. Okay,
yeah,
so there we
GG.
go. GG.
So quick 3-0 for Hazza here. Second series today we see going 3-0. Although this series we kind of expected it to go 3-0 for Hazza because he's the clear favorite. But the Prince
Yeah, for
against
sure.
Yumiu series was kind of a surprise.
Yeah, well, I took a look at the betting, and the odd for a 3-0 for Prince was over 20
Yeah, it
actually.
was like 21. I know, I bet 500 on it. I'm the person who gets the most points out of this match, I think, because no one bet more
Yeah.
than me on 3-0, so I'm gonna get 10k. Pretty happy about it. But I'm still gonna
Okay.
lose the betting anyway, because I can't. Later on, when I'm gonna be playing, I can't bet on myself like winning 4-2 or something. You know, I have to bet always 4-0 or not. So
Um,
I
are
will. I
you
will.
sure the betting event will
Yeah,
continue for the LAN? Ah,
yeah.
okay, I
I
thought.
asked Goodspeed about it because I was curious. Yeah, I guess it's worth telling you guys about it also. That the betting will keep on going the same event at the LAN, so you can keep betting when it's the LAN event and just well, the winner will. I mean, there's not going to be a winner just now. We'll have to wait until July to have the winner of the betting, if I remember correctly. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm going to have a quick look at the stats here. And we see Germany got cleaned up. Wow. Wait, what was that? I guess it was the Falconets at like 15 minutes. Germany lost so much stuff. Oh, it was
Yeah,
his
I
Ulans.
didn't
I remember.
realize.
He tried to kill the Falcons with the Ulans. Yeah. Oh, that was so sad.
Was it this? I thought it
Yeah.
was later. Or do you? Which one are you talking about? The 11
15,
minutes one?
15
Oh, okay,
minutes.
the 15 minutes. Yeah, this is the Ulan.
Yeah,
The
dying so fast, it has to be the Ulans. Like, it can't be just Falconets shooting at skirms, right?
Yeah,
Wouldn't die
yeah.
so
I
fast. So
I think Falconet's shooting as Kirm, yeah, it's at 14 minutes and
yeah,
20.
this is. But yeah, two really good trades for Russia here. And then Germany kind of like coming back in the mass for a while and just like taking decent fights until finally Russia catches up. And then the only hope of Germany to come back in the game by just outmassing is just gone into thin air because yeah, if we look at the resources, it's not even close. Like Russia
Yeah,
just rocketing through
well,
like
yeah, he was scaling a lot better with all the shipments he sent, plus the Civ already scaled
yeah,
by itself.
plus being Russia and just making deals faster and all that and ending up having 15k more resources. So that's just big. And that's why you don't want to be going so greedy as Germany against Russia. You kind of have to win early, even without water. Like, generally speaking,
Yeah,
as Germany against Russia, you want to be aggressive. Either timing in H2 or like push fast in H3, but you don't want to be like just waiting forever because then at the end of the day you just get outscaled by Russia, and it's probably the only way to lose this matchup really. Uh, but yeah, to be
well,
fair, Edioto School couldn't build a training post, so he maybe kind of had to adapt into something else. It was not the
yeah.
greatest start for him. Again, like
Nonetheless,
going
it
for that,
was interesting. It was interesting
yeah,
twice for middle school, nonetheless, for this game and also from the previous ones because he's not as good as Hazza. It's not a secret, so he had to try some surprise stuff maybe, and it didn't work. So
probably. But if you look at Hazard's deck, the question is, did you really see Hazard's deck or not? Because if you check it, which you should on a water map, just to check if it's going water or not, then I think you can see that you should go for just a semi-FF and spam big unit shipments. Just a standard way
yeah,
to play it, but even better here because Russia doesn't have lots of crates, doesn't have lots of unit shipments, so you can really outmass, I think. But anyway, it was a funny game. That second wood treasure in the middle, if you remember at the start, the 95 wood, was
Yes.
probably just really sad for Russia. He did get it, but then he couldn't TP, and it was a bit
Germany,
painful.
you mean?
Oh yeah, sorry for Germany. So,
Uh,
but yeah.
yes, that's true. Um,
Anyway,
yeah, overall, it was. I think Hazza was happy that Edward School was playing water because he was giving him a reason to go on water himself without taking too much risk.
yeah, yeah, for sure. And so Hazza is gonna move to the round 5 of the lower brackets, and will play against Gib the Dirty. And then the winner will face the loser of Diaroga against I Am Soldier. And we'll battle it to see who can get to the LAN. So we could get
Okay, so
another close game, like if we get Diaroga or Soldier against Hazza, could be another
yeah,
good series.
and that's still a long way for Hazza to go to the LAN actually because Gibbs the Dirty is not so easy to beat, and then the loser of I Am Soldier and Jaruga will.
Yeah, 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 for sure.